A lot of you guys have been asking for more tutorials on how to attack and me to explain how I'm attacking. So today, welcome to Astra's Gangster Guide to Dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s. Alright, first base, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot the base and I'm going to explain it real quick. We're into the first base and let's just take a look here. What are we trying to do with the P.E.K.K.A.s and the dropships? Well, what you need to do with the strategy is take down all the key defenses, and that's going to be the double cannon, the roaster, Crusher, Double Cannon, Mega Tesla, and Giant Cannon. Those are the defenses you need to take down. You're not trying to keep any of the dropships alive here. All you're trying to do is keep all the P.E.K.K.A.s alive. So we're trying to take down all the big P.E.K.K.A. defenses. Now, there are a couple ways to do P.E.K.K.A. dropship. For instance, you could be using the Battlecopter and you're just trying to send the Battlecopter in to get some quick value and then use all three of the dropships to open up walls. But one of the strongest ways I found is something that I'm going to call the double dropship dive. So two dropship abilities plus a Battlecopter ability together can destroy, I think, every single building, at least in the radius, of course. So what you're gonna do is try and think, like, where do I get the most dropship value, and does it make sense for me to do that? If I do two dropships in the Battlecopter, where will it destroy the most important buildings? Again, I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna mark all the buildings that are really important to take down, and then I'm gonna give you guys about 3 seconds to kind of look here and think, like, where should I put two dropships? Okay, I hope you already thought of it. Let me show you. What we're gonna do is if we take two dropships and we just start them up at the top here, right onto this double cannon, it's gonna hit so much. So the dropship ability can hit the Giant Cannon, the Mega Tesla, of course it's gonna hit the double cannon, the Archer Tower, and the Crusher. It will not hit the Air Expo, but that's okay because that Air Expo does not matter. So with the dropships and the Battlecopter, we're going to take out all of these buildings, and then the Battlecopter is also going to take out the Air Expo. So basically, this is what's going to be left of the base, and you still have 4 troops to take it down. It should be pretty easy. It really should be pretty easy. So I just want to clarify this. When we're starting the Battlecopter, we're not going to start the dropships first. We're first going to start in the Battlecopter, wait for him to take down all these buildings, and once he starts flying towards that double cannon, that is when we're going to start the dropships. You really want to put them in front of him. In the attack, I didn't put him down in time, but you want to put him in front of him. Anyway, so right now, let's go look. All these buildings do not exist, neither do any of these buildings, and this is all that is left of the base. So how do we take it down? Well, first of all, you want to kind of think, before you go in with this, like, where am I going to put the third dropship? Because we use two dropships over here, we only have one more dropship to open up all the rest of the walls. So where are we going to use the third dropship? Well, just look at what's left on the base and try and find a spot where the dropship is going to open up every single compartment. It should take you about 2 seconds. Yes, it's going to be right here onto the Archer Tower. I don't know why I'm saying like yes as if this is like Dora the Explorer and I'm playing like an interactive game here, but yes, it's right here. Dropship onto the Archer Tower opens up those walls, meaning that the P.E.K.K.A.s can reach every single defense. So that is where we're going to start the dropship. And then with the P.E.K.K.A.s, we're going to start one here that's going to go out and wrap along all these trash buildings. You do not want to time fail, and it'll eventually go inside. Another P.E.K.K.A. up here is going to do the same exact thing, then go all the way to the inside, and then one more P.E.K.K.A. right here. It's going to go straight in, and you're having 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, full health, all their abilities, trying to take down these buildings. It's going to be pretty easy. So one quick thing I will say though, is with this P.E.K.K.A. that you're putting right here, you do not want to put that P.E.K.K.A. there until you've already have the dropship on the Archer Tower spawning skeletons. That way this double cannon is not going to hit that P.E.K.K.A. and it's going to be tanked for. So once everything's tanked for, it's going to be a pretty quick and easy takedown there, and that's how you're going to do this. And then I'm probably edited in me explaining, so now I'm going to actually attack. So let's go make a plan. I've already probably explained my plan in whatever, but I already got it. I mean, it's so quick. This is why this is a good strategy to learn, because it's not hard to learn at all. It's so hard to mess up. It's so easy to learn, and it's so easy to use against any base you can imagine. So that is why I decided to teach this one to you guys. So there's immediately a little bit of an issue, I'll be honest. That dropship was not supposed to go straight to the Archer Tower. It's supposed to go help me out on the Giant Cannon. That's just annoying. It's not going to be the end of the world. And then boom, there goes everything. Mega Tesla's down. We can go ahead starting our P.E.K.K.A now. And if you realize this whole planning stage took me about 3 seconds to know what to do. I mean, I doubt this video will be too long, because me having to explain like the 3 seconds it took me to figure out how to attack a base is probably not going to be that hard to do. Let's just go ahead, start in the P.E.K.K.A, and now the base is gone. So it's been a minute. I started recording a minute and a half ago. We're already getting into the second stage of our first base. I mean, this is definitely the most broken strategy. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, I guess this video does two things. One, it's going to teach you guys how to attack, which is yay. I mean, you know, everyone wants to get a little better at attacking. Notice I use my P.E.K.K.A ability on the roaster there to try and save my number 3 P.E.K.K.A. It only ended up killing both of my P.E.K.K.As instead. Oh, no, we kept one alive, but anyway. Now we're on to the second stage, so I'm going to go ahead, screenshot it, and let's go explain. Alright, now we're on to the second stage, and this is the hardest stage. So what we're gonna do is use cannon carts 99% of the time. Right here, let's go first think, where can we hit a building with a cannon cart? We can take out a cannon, a crusher, and another cannon. That's not bad value. We can also take out this cannon up top, but it's gonna be attacked by the guard post, so it's a little bit riskier. So we already observed where we can get the most value. But wait a minute, you guys aren't thinking wacky enough, because if we start 2 cannon carts from the corner, we send them here, we put them in mortar mode, they'll take out all these buildings, and then they're going to go straight in, take out the multi-mortar, and then they can take out every single building on the base by themselves. So that is what we're going to do. Once we got them there, and they're going to be taking down this double cannon, this cannon, all this stuff on the inside. Like, look, all that's left on the base then is 1, 2, there's a Tesla right there. Shh, it's a surprise. And lastly, there's going to be this guard post unit. That's all that's left on the base. So this double cannon cart to take out the multi-mortar is going to be golden. And the way I know I can do that is the double cannon right here cannot reach the cannon carts. The double cannon protects no building that is right up against it. And this cannon right here is way too far out of range, so we're going to easily take that down. And then at that point, it's just kind of about putting your battle machine just from the corner. There's usually corner buildings. There are none there. We start him from the corner. He's going to charge up his ability. He's going to break into here, take out that cannon. We have another P.E.K.K.A. We're just going to start it over there. The cannon carts are going to come collapse in from all the way where we sent them, and it's just going to be pretty easy. That part's harder to explain, so I'm just going to let you guys watch and see how it worked. The plan has been devised. This one took me way longer than it did for the first stage, because the second stage really is the hardest stage with P.E.K.K.As and dropships. Which is really interesting, because with any other strategy, the first stage is usually the hardest stage. Like cannon carts, first stage, that's the hardest it'll get. The second stage is then free if you get through the first stage. P.E.K.K.As and dropships, on the other hand, you gotta kind of, I don't know, hold your breath and cross your fingers when you're on the second stage. And I think this is really what sets apart good P.E.K.K.A dropship players from bad P.E.K.K.A dropship players, is just how good you can do onto the second stage. And like how consistently you can take it down. Because I think a lot of the people playing P.E.K.K.A dropship, I'm not going to say they're bad, but they don't really have all the like cannon cart skill mechanics, and they don't have baby dragon mechanics and whatever. So the second stage typically is a little bit more difficult. But as you're going to see, that doesn't say much with P.E.K.K.As and dropship. By more difficult, I mean it's just like, oh no, it's going to take me a little longer to take this one down. Now, what I don't understand is why my cannon carts are not going for the firecracker when they're so very clearly closer to it, but that's alright. Now they're going to take out the cannon just like that. There we go. And now there's just 2 cannons left. There is a crusher left, which is a little concerning, but we're just going to go take it out with, like, I don't know, the cannon carts, I guess. Yeah, there they go. Cannon carts locking onto the crusher. There's a Tesla popping up. I don't really know if that's the end of the world, but it's definitely going to be a little bit of a pain to kind of deal with. Battle machine's going to get tagged out. Why don't we go ahead and we'll start in our P.E.K.K.A all the way down there. He's going to tank for everything. He has his ability. We have all the cannon carts coming in. Why don't we probably use the ability, maybe, I guess? I don't really know. We got to take down all these zappies, which is like my biggest fear right now. Ability there, boom, everything is taken out. And there we go. There is our first 6-star, and we have been recording for 5 minutes. Go team. Second base here. Okay, right, I have to screenshot it and then I have to explain. Alright, next base here, we already saw how I used the dropships last time, so I'm just gonna put you in a good perspective here, and I want you guys to look for where do we get the double dropship dive value. I'm gonna give you guys 3 seconds yet again. Did you get it? I hope you did. Let's go find it. So, what we're gonna do here is first think where are the important buildings. We're gonna highlight them in red. There's a double cannon, giant cannon, roaster, double cannon, and the lowered archer tower is also important, I guess, and then the Mega Tesla. So right off the bat, we see right here we got a triple alignment of buildings. Now, something you guys may have thought to yourself was, I can't go in from there because look, there's a multi-mortar, so the dropships are not going to go where I want them to because this multi-mortar is going to make them go start here and end up over there. Well, that's not really that big of an issue because if you start in your battlecopter and we're just going to put that battlecopter right onto this gold storage right here, and he's going to go take out all these buildings, and then he's going to take out that multi-mortar. He's going to be completely safe out of range of everything, and once he takes out that multi-mortar, all of a sudden, you can send in the dropships, 2 dropships right there, and double dropship is going to take out the roaster, the giant cannon, the Mega Tesla, the Air Expo, and the lava launcher, and all of a sudden, look what's left on the base, nothing. So the reason this is going to work so well is because the dropships are also going to stay alive after the fact and work with the battlecopter, and they're just going to be able to clear out all this stuff. Everything is gone. How do you finish this base off? I really hope I shouldn't have to tell you, but all you got to do is send in 1 P.E.K.K.A here, 1 P.E.K.K.A there, 1 P.E.K.K.A in the middle, and then 1 dropship also in the middle right about here. He should open up this wall right there, and then it's done. It's done. You have 3 P.E.K.K.As all with their ability just to take down an archer tower, a double cannon, and a lowered archer tower. It's finished. It is just completely finished. Watch how this worked. That looks like, yeah, ooh, this is a really solid plan. Okay, we're just gonna go start in for it. You guys should already know really well why I want to attack this with what I'm doing. But for those of you who decided to skip my tutorial part, which I really hope no one did because that's the whole point of this video, buckle up because this is going to be really cool. We're going to absolutely destroy the roaster, the giant cannon, the Mega Tesla, the double cannon, the multi-mortar, the Air Expo, the lava. Everything is going to be destroyed. There is going to be nothing left after I use this double dropship battlecopter ability. So why don't we go ahead? Battlecopter should take that out in time. Yep. Okay. Beautiful. And then we'll go just one of these cool numbers. Just boom, there's everything. Battlecopter ability. Boom, there goes everything onto the giant cannon. The base is gone. It's destroyed. This is way too strong. This needs to be nerfed. But here's something. Everybody always gets upset at me. They're like, no, you can't say things need to be nerfed just because you don't like the strategy. I'm fine with the strategy. I have no issue with it. I get 6 stars all the time with it. I'm just upset with how unfair it is. That's why I say it needs to be nerfed. It's not just because I'm like, oh no, someone's using dropships and I just got 6-starred and this is not fair. It's fine. I'm doing fine. It's just that it's not fair for the other people because it's just like you get a 6-star, then you attack someone else, and then they 6-star you, and then you get a 6-star, then they 6-star you, then you get a 6-star, and then they 6-star you, and it's just you never gain trophies because this strategy is so easy. But before it maybe gets nerfed, I'm still going to be teaching you guys this, so let's get to the second stage. Screenshot this bad boy. Let's go explain. Alright, now we're back onto the hard part, the second stage. Well, it's going to be pretty questionably easy. We're just looking for where do we get the most cannon cart value. From the top we can take out a cannon and a crusher, and then over here we can take out the cannon, but it's not going to be that worth it. So we would look over here, we could take out a cannon and a double cannon. Is that really worth it? It's kind of pretty equal value, but what's most important here is getting down that double cannon and the crusher all the way over here. So I'm going to be putting down 2 cannon carts just right there. You do not want to send them from the corner. I know it's tempting, but there's always going to be some push traps just sitting like right over here, and they're going to kill your cannon carts. So I would send in the cannon carts from right here, and they're going to take care of the guard post. Since there's 2 cannon carts, you don't need to worry about it. Those are dead. They're going to take out about all these buildings right about here, and then they should also take out the crusher. And then let's go look what's left on the base. You have 3 P.E.K.K.A.s in the battle machine. You're going to start in 1 P.E.K.K.A, the lowest health P.E.K.K.A from this corner. The reason we're starting that lowest health P.E.K.K.A from that corner is because, one, he has the lowest health. We do not want a time fail. And he's just going to go in there and walk with the cannon carts. And then we're starting another P.E.K.K.A from this corner. He's going to go all the way in and help the battle machine, who we're going to start from this very bottom. You can barely see it, but there's an auto outpost. And he's going to go walk all the way in with that P.E.K.K.A. And now that leaves you 1 P.E.K.K.A. Where are we going to use that last P.E.K.K.A? Well, that's a pretty easy question to answer. We're just going to use them up at the top here because the battle machine is going to tank for this cannon. So we're just going to put the P.E.K.K.A here. He's going to break through this wall, take down the cannon, maybe take down the crusher. He's going to take down all this stuff at least, and then we have the 2 cannon carts and the 2 P.E.K.K.A s in the battle machine, and they're just going to rip through the base. This worked pretty well, I'd say. Let's go check it out. Alright, well, I think I got a pretty good plan here. Unless he has like one Tesla or 1 push trap, then this plan is not going to go well, but that's what it's like to be a top player, guys. You got to take risks, and you got to cross your fingers every once in a while and just hope for the best. We're going to take down that barbarian. Boom. Bring in the cannon carts. Bang. They're going to go take down the cannon. I'm tempted to speed this part up just so my video isn't super long, because this is just going to be really boring. And then blah, blah, blah. This is going to be really easy. That makes it a little bit more difficult, though. We're still going to be fine. It's just annoying more than anything else, but we should just go ahead, start in our battle machine, I guess from the very corner. I don't want to send him into, I don't want to send him into the 2 cannons and a crusher, so I'm going to wait like 3 seconds. Now we're going to start him in. He should go take down the double cannon, and then we'll send maybe 1 P.E.K.K.A for each of these cannons on the inside, and then 1 P.E.K.K.A from this corner just to take it down. We do need to worry about this corner, though, so how about we go... That's going to be... It's going to be a little bit of an issue, but not really. So we're just going to toss this bad boy up there. There's our other corner. Number 8 is going to come forward, and then for some reason not go towards the crusher. So we're just going to let him go take out that cannon, I guess. I mean, I'm not complaining. We have all of our P.E.K.K.A's abilities still, so, it's not like we're really hurting. So let's go use number 3's ability. Battle machine ability is already triggered. There goes the crusher. Number 2, okay. He nearly got down that. Anyway, it looks... Oh, wait, this is going to be bad, because why are they going for that wall? Okay, whatever. I mean, we're still fine. We use P.E.K.K.A ability here, and then... Give me a minute. Give me 1 moment. Here we go. Wait. P.E.K.K.A ability, and then this base is gone. So, I've been recording for 9 minutes, and I've gotten 2 6 stars, and that's it for this video, because there's going to be a lot of time it takes to explain things. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And if you guys are interested in more, do let me know. I can go over different, more difficult strategies by chance, but I just thought I would do this one first, both to show how easy it is, and also because if you guys are going to use an attack strategy, you might as well learn the best one. So, with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.